Well, hello again and welcome to Roland's Reviews. Come on in, folks. Come on in. I think I told you, was it Friday? I think I told you I'd probably go ahead because some of you were asking me to go ahead and uh, do this particular video. I had so many others that I was trying to cover. I'm trying to stay caught up, but we know that has definitely been difficult. As you are entering the chat room, please do me one small favor. Hit that little thumb. That is the like button. That will trigger the YouTube logarithm. Let YouTube know that you are enjoying this content. And guess what, folks? They'll share it with some more people. So I wanted to go ahead and share, sort of do a 2-in-1. So I think I mentioned to you that the judge did throw out Tiffany Henyard's lawsuit over the Thornton Township caucus controversy. Then I wanted to share the actual interview that she did. What was her name? Fenia. The interview with Fenia, so that you can hear what happened. I think Miss Waldrop did that interview with Fenia, and it was very telling. And as we say, and as we've been saying here on the channel, it seems as though the walls are definitely closing in on the super mayor. So I'll go ahead and start with this first clip, and then I'll get to the last one. And then I also went on the Facebook page of the Dalton Politics Facebook page. How you doing? As you come into the chat room, go ahead and hit the like button for me, please. James threw it out because of all the incorrect spelling. James, what are you talking about? Talk to me, love. So I'll go ahead and give you a few more moments. I will do the roll call and then we will get started. Yes, blessings to you as well, Doreen. Okay. I think you are familiar with this subject matter. All right. I'll go ahead for the people who have typed something or sent an emoji. I can see your name, and so I will call your name. Brenda, how are you? Brenda, Cammie, James, Doreen, U.S. Army retired. Thank you for your service. Tina. So several other people are here, but if you don't say something, I can't see who you are. How you doing, Chad? In other words, Tiff needs hooked on phonics. That's the first truth bomb of the day. Thank you, Chad. Gloria, how have you been doing, love? Been missing you, Roland. Glad to see you. I'm basking in peaceful vibes since President Trump is sworn in. Yes, Gloria's second truth bomb. Gloria, make sure you check out the videos. I think I did one, was it yesterday, day before? He is shipping these people out of here. Thank God. I'm sick of these people living off of the taxpayers' dime. Get out here and create a living for yourself the way Americans have to do. How you doing, Mayor? Hit the like button, folks. So I'll get started with this first video. It's really short, and then we'll go on from there. Now, if you are familiar with this, if you've been here for a while, you're familiar because we've been talking about it. And let's see what's being said here.
The saga of embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard.
There we go.
And in the saga of embattled Thornton Township Supervisor Tiffany Henyard, a judge has dismissed her lawsuit, claiming that a caucus that threw her off the ballot was illegal. NBC5's Regina Waldrop has been following this case very closely for a very long time. She joins us now with details. Regina.
Marion, it is official. Tiffany Henyard is off the ballot for Thornton Township Supervisor, a role she was appointed to in 2022. So I want to take you back to the scene December 3rd. That is when Tiffany Henyard was thrown off the ballot. It was a packed and raucous meeting with an overflow crowd waiting outside. At that time, Henyard called it unfair and illegal. She said none of her supporters were let in to cast a vote. Now, we spoke to elections expert attorney Bert Oldelson, who tells us the caucus was legal, and also a Thornton Township resident who says it might have been legal, but it might not have been ethical.
I think that they used some plays out of Tiffany Henyard's own playbook. They booked a venue that was too small to hold everyone who wanted to attend. They seated their own supporters early.
Were there, conducted the caucus, was done legally. Even a properly filed objection wouldn't have stood. So she's done.
Tiffany Henyard's only option now is to be a write-in candidate in Thornton Township's April 1st election. Today's court ruling in no way impacts her role as Dalton mayor.
All right, so there's that. So U.S. Army retired Beverly. Rita, how you doing, love? Mayor, some of you have been here for a while. Have you noticed it appears as if every single day she's not winning, she is definitely losing. Every day there's something else. All right, now wait. And let me show you before I get, James said April Fool's Day early. Okay. Let me show you what Dalton is doing. Let me stop sharing this. Hit that like button. Excuse me. Share this. Where are we here? Here we go. Okay. Share this live stream out, please, folks. Okay. Can everyone see? I wanted to share this because I know last night someone was asking, do you think that they'll vote her back in? Okay, now folks, we know that she has her supporters, but more and more, I am witnessing people. How you doing, Butterfly Girl? I'm witnessing more and more people saying no, time out, enough. More and more people. And here's someone, Tiffany goes to court again next week for indirect contempt. Will he lock her up or let her continue to disobey the court and make out of the judge? The one time we need Trump. Wink, wink. And let me show you what they're doing. They're driving. They did this today. Fenia Dukes posted this. Let me turn it up so you can hear it.
Hey, y'all. Clean House 2025. Hey, y'all.
Okay. I'm trying to stop it, but even if I stop it, you can't see the truck. The truck has a picture. It's Clean House 2025, and all the people, I guess, that they're trying to get rid of.
Hey, y'all.
All right, so this is what they're doing. So people are fed. Maybe they have enough people who are fed up.
Yeah, it's the mobile billboard going around. Now you can really see it good.
So this is a mobile. They're advertising. They're driving around in Dalton with this, folks. So let me get this started from the beginning so you can hear and see it all. Here we go.
Yeah, it's the mobile billboard going around. Now you can really see it good. Clean House 2025. Clean House 2025. Changing the narrative of Dalton. That's the goal. That's the goal. Good day today.
Right, so they are trying, folks. And I think someone said in the live last night, it would be, shame on the people who are still voting for her. But again, folks, those are the people who got used to her freebies. I don't need freebies, folks. I need competent people in leadership roles to run the local city government. Mojo, how are you doing? No freezer burn meat inside. Okay. Citizen Kane, Lori Lightfoot is revealing a second report. Yes, Citizen Kane, this is what I've been talking about. She's already released a preliminary report, but she is producing her final report next week. Brenda says super bingo. Brenda, you behave. Oh my God. So yeah, Mojo. Folks, it is almost over. So I don't know. I guess Tiff is still holed up in her parents' basement. Chad, they need a truck with Johnson and Pritzker in orange jumpsuits. Yes. Get rid of all of these people. Chad said Southside is standing their ground and telling ICE where they are. Chad, that's your community. That's your neighborhood. Hey, I would do the same thing and sleep very well at night. You know the Democrats aren't going to protect you. You have to protect yourself. Citizen Kane, Trump has turned Little Village, Pilsen, Chinatown, New Chinatown, and Little Haiti, Little Chinatown into ghost towns because everyone is hiding out from the feds. Citizen Kane, I've been watching videos for the past few days. Yes, the streets are clear. But if I knew some states, remember I did a video, some states like Missouri said they were paying $1,000. They have 800 numbers. So depending on what state you live in, hey, figure it out. Dial those 800 numbers and you may as well get paid for your services. So, but look right here, folks, before I get to the next video. This is, they're telling about the agenda for Monday. With Lori Lightfoot. Yeah, Monday. So pretty much, things are over for her. And the final report, and we know already that millions of dollars are unaccounted for. And so this doesn't bode well for her. And like I said, she better be getting her house in order because she does have a small daughter. And with everything that she has done, how she is going to be able to escape jail time is beyond me. How you doing, Foxy? All right, Foxy's in the house. All right, and so that's just where we are. Brenda said game over. They have to pay taxes on prizes now for Super Bingo. Right. Terry, every day, dear. I'm trying to keep up with your comments. Lisa, where's the food in the food pantry? Lisa. Lisa, the food, the games, the millions of dollars. Oh my God. And so yeah, but this is still the page. Those of you just coming in, do me one small favor, hit that like button for me, please. Vipa, how are you doing? And so look at like I said, I've been keeping up with these comments and people are fed up. And I feel so bad for the people who have to deal with this. But again, the good thing about this, Mojo, how you doing? Alabama's in the house. I have another Mojo. Okay. Folks, let's keep this in mind. You know, if you've been here on this channel for a while, I say it often. Don't look at someone's skin color. Don't look at someone's gender. Google, find out their policies. You can do it. It's not that difficult. Mississippi is paying bounty hunters. Citizen Kane, I know. I watched a video on that earlier today. I wish I was in Mississippi. I was trying to collect some of those thousands of dollars. How you doing, Amory Lace Wigs? Yes. It's going to be game over. Yes. Michael's back. How are you doing, love? All right. So the walls are closing in and she has no one to blame but herself. Michael said her boyfriend should be sued by the township for all that money he got paid for a fake position. Yes. Michael, the corruption is so deep. You're absolutely right. What type of youth director? The taxpayers are paying them all these hundreds of thousands of dollars and they won't even pay their rent. Emma, how are you doing, Emma? Emma's in the house. And so, again, folks, it looks like I have a lot of new people here. If you go back and check my videos, I've been saying for a really long time, voting has consequences. Stop voting blue no matter who. This is what you get when you vote for someone because you're trying to make history, when you vote for someone because they're black, when you vote for someone because they are a woman and you're trying to make history. These are the undesirable results. I just dropped the truth bomb. How you doing, the Real Rap Show? Real Rap Show, I love your content, love. Drop your channel link if you choose to, sir. I love your content as well. You're great. Keep it up, sir. And so, folks, again, she's way in over her head. And I hope and pray that enough people will wake up. How you doing, Prosperity? And say, wait a minute. This town has gone to heck and a handbasket. So we see, and I'm thinking things have gone so bad that people will wake up and say, we're not doing this again. And now wait, now those of you who've been here watching with me, again, there's a glimmer of hope. Those people voted Stephanie Weiderman back in. We know she is white. It should not matter, but I'm pointing this out. Most of the people who voted for her are black. They are sick and tired of the shenanigans. How you doing, Donna? Donna, yeah, make sure it's on all notifications, love. Laurie, how are you? Butterfly Nest is here. They're all coming in. Folks, if you are enjoying this content, do me one small favor. Please, please, please hit that thumb. Hit that. That's the like button. Also, if you have Facebook, share it out. Bring more people into the conversation. I love talking. So tell me what you think, folks. Again, I have a lot of new people in here. You go back if you have time and check my old videos. I've been saying this forever. Same thing like the people in California. Look at what they're dealing with, yet they continue to vote the same way. So doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results, we know that is definitely the definition of insanity. And so, yeah, these people are on here and they're telling everything. And here's someone, Anna Menchacha. Tiff's muscle holding the door open for her and escorting her out of the building. Notice no police detail, only Trina with a golf club and Tiff feeling very safe and comfortable. She even walks in front of Camel. We know who wears the pants. So yeah, this is a farce, folks. And people are calling them out. They are all over Facebook, Instagram. They are calling this out for what it is. And this is the thing right here. Tiff, Karen Anderson, Tiff falls for anyone that she thinks agrees with her. And she surrounds herself with people that agree with her. That's why she got rid of the Stephanie Weiderman. She fired her. But see, we know a higher power, when you do people wrong, it comes full circle. Now she has to swear her back in. And now she's better be trying to keep herself out of jail. Okay, that's just where we are with that, folks. And like I said, I've been reading these comments. And then, of course, the people who get the freebies from her, well, you can tell who's who. And Tiffany and Leotis are going to repossess all those big bingo prizes when she loses. So people are sick of her. And they're calling her out on all of her nonsense. Tiffany, has anyone done research on when Tiffany registered her mom's address for her permanent address? So everything is now they're posting everything. Okay. Yeah. So people are tired. Thank God. People are fed up. And look, here's someone, this is what we've been talking about from day one. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. Tiffany has shown no receipts because she actually doesn't know how to categorize them, since they're on to her sneak tactics of trying to ease in her bills onto the agenda. Wow. Yeah. So she's always keeping my vision straight. Money on. All right, I'm going to turn that. I want to be copyrighted. So she, they're exposing her. How you doing, music therapy? Yes, it's worn off. Thank God it took long enough. Thank you so much, Butterfly Nest, for the fair use copyright disclaimer. Allegedly, she was taking property and putting it in her parents' and boyfriend's name, then turning around and selling the property. Yes, Brenda. Yes, all kinds of nefarious activities. And then remember, well, her mugshot when she was breaking into cars, you know, folks, just about everyone has the internet. It would have taken them, what, 1 minute to type in her name and look that up? No, Dorian, she can't. It's over. All right. All right. So here's someone, Tiff Ebonics. Okay. so they're lambasting her now. Oh my God. They're lambasting her now. So they're fed up. Let me see. All right. So yeah, and you can see, I'm going to close this out and go to the video that I had to share with you. All right. So they're being exposed, and just let Tiffany. Okay, look at this right here. And I've been saying since day one, since I started this series talking about the super mayor, I've said from day one, she is a narcissist. If you look in Webster's dictionary, you'll see her picture. She's a straight narcissist. They will attempt to ruin your life with lies before you have the chance to expose them with the truth. That's what narcissists do. And they only care about themselves. Yeah, the judge got her yesterday. Butterfly Nest and Brenda. Brenda, you weren't here, but I shared the short clip on that, dear. So when we're done, you can go back, okay? You can go. I already shared that clip. Brenda said, go to jail. Michael, that's me with the picture of Lacey you just passed up. Okay. Yeah, right here. I think that's what you're talking about, Michael. All right. So I'm going to stop sharing this because I wanted to share. Now, if you were not here for the video last night, what is Tiffany always talking about? She's always, you ought to be, well, first of all, let me play that montage. That she's always, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. You're black. I'm black. Beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Now, those are her words, not mine. And if you were here last night, I shared with you, here we go. Wait a minute. I shared with you what she did. How you doing, Real Rap Show? Real Rap Show. From you talking about yesterday, love? They've done. There's been so much going on. Oh my God, Real Rap Show. Drop the link for us, love. Drop that link and I'll play it. I want to show you just a very short clip because she's always, she's black, blackity, black. Everything's black. So she keeps, she tells you one thing, she gaslights you. And she makes you think she's all about, black. And she's not. If you were here last night, you heard what she tried to do. She kept that black woman and her husband who had invested $6 million trying to get their restaurant open. Right? Where are we here? Yeah, I'm going to pull this clip. I've shared it with you before, but I can't with her. Type it in the comment section and tell me what you think. Because what she's telling people, she's not even doing herself. And that's what narcissists do. They tell you to do something and then they do something else. And that's how it goes. Yes. Where are we? Harriet Tubman. Tubbit. She didn't even pronounce her name correctly. I said, I can't with her. I cannot. I need to teach her remedial English first before we can have an intelligent conversation. And that's just where we are here. That's just where we are. So I'm going to show you a very short clip. And of course, that's when she, I'm black. Oh my God. I don't make this stuff up. Let me show you this little montage before we. Hold on. I have it pulled up right now. Let me share that with you right now. And then I'll get started with, all right, here we are. Now this is her talking. Okay. And now she's attacking the black people because they've attacked her. And then I'm going to share with you. And if you were here last night, we know she talks that black talk like you need to support me because I'm black, but she doesn't do the same. A hypocrite. Listen to this.
When y'all do know I am the first. I'm the first youngest female mayor. Female. Stop following blind. I keep telling y'all that. Educate yourself. Learn. But y'all won't. Everybody want to earn, but don't want to learn. Get a clue. I remember I want y'all to learn how to swim, because one thing about the black and brown communities, we don't know how to swim. So this is what it's all about, guys. They don't want a black person in power. They don't want a woman in power. You ain't seen that yet. And someone so young.
All right, I'm going to have to close some other stuff out here. I have too many. Hold on, let me close some of this out so it can stop buffering. Because I want you to hear it uninterrupted, totally. All right, let me close out a few screens here. All right. And we should be in business. All right. Okay. All right. Let's try it again, folks.
Who are so out of order, so disrespectful. You got to give.
Now, commercial break, huh? Come on.
Respect in order to get it. Y'all have to do better, trustee house. You can't want to lead people and can't lead, man. You got to do better. I keep telling you, just because you wear a suit don't make you suitable. Stop. You got to do better than what you're doing right now. And right now, you're doing is keeping up confusion, keeping up mess. It's a shame that people are so brainwashed, hoodwinked, and led astray. And do this for me real quick. We're going to light it up. Turn to your neighbor, say, neighbor, I love you. And there's nothing you can do about it. I love on each other. But I'll take it as flattery, so I appreciate it. Thank you. Next. Because right now, guys, you have been hoodwinked. You've been bamboozled. You've been led astray. You've been all these things, and I'm trying to show you what it is that you're missing. The world know who I am for that matter. Thank y'all. Appreciate it. Again, the first African-American female mayor here in the village of Dalton, making history. Because people think that y'all gonna get away with all the defamation of character and all the negativity stuff. You've seen me do none of that to any of them. Know your place, learn your seat, and that's the problem y'all got. Y'all overstep. That's why y'all keep losing. So that y'all keep losing. Y'all want us to have a bad image to the public that we don't pay our bills. That's the image y'all got out there. Somebody that's healing y'all and helping y'all. Same thing I'm over here doing, right? Healing and helping. Because this is why people come to board meetings, because you want to hear from your mayor, the chief, the one that actually run the day-to-day operation. I have a couple more videos that I would like to show you guys. I should be ashamed of y'all. Y'all black. Y'all are black. And y'all sitting up here beating and attacking on a black woman that's in power. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. One thing about me, y'all can say whatever, but I am one elected official that always go get the money and bring it back home to us. I'm basically fighting against the devil, the evil spirit. I'm the good spirit, they the evil spirit. I am your leader. I am the one that won by 82%. I am the one that carried you, trustee Jason House, you, Kiana Belcher, that never wins anything, over the hump. So when you come for me, be prepared for the fight. Because at the end of the day, they talked about Jesus Christ. So why don't I think y'all not gonna do me the same way? It's a shame that you get up here in y'all grandstand and ain't developing nothing. Somebody going to jail, just so you clear on that.
Amen, sister. Oh my God. So again, how you doing, partner? Chef Finest Wine is in the house. That last statement that she just made, that's probably gonna wind up being a little prophetic. Chubbs, how you doing, love? Hit the like button, folks. So I wanted to share that with you because again, she's all about the black and how dare you and all of these other things she's saying. And look at how you're treating black people and you're black. So stop it. All right, let me put this up. And now this Fenia Dukes was her friend. Her friend. How you doing, Baldwin Birds? Chef Finest Wine. Drop your channel link, love, if you choose to, partner. All right. Real Rap Show. If you're still here, drop your channel link, dear. Cecilia, how are you doing, love? Cecilia, she could have made some good if her ego wasn't so big. Yeah, she could have done the right thing, but she just doesn't have it in her. Greg, Uncle Tom was the hero in Stowe's book. Why is it used negatively to describe black Republicans? Greg, because these idiots who are calling people Uncle Toms have not read a book. I don't even know if they can read. Uncle Tom was not that they've assigned a negative connotation to Uncle Tom. If they would sit down and read the book, they would see Uncle Tom was a very strong figure. Thank you for mentioning that. Greg, didn't Henyards dress up as gangster Wesley Snipes? Yes, Greg dressed up like Nino Brown from New Jack City. And then when they were called on it, oh no, we were dressing like Martin from that show, television show, Martin Lawrence. And anyone who's seen New Jack City knows who she was imitating. U.S. Army, yes. Truth bomb. Tiff needs a lesson in humility, yes. All right, Chef Finest Wine just dropped his channel link, and he cooks up some wonderful dishes over there on his channel. So please make sure you go over and sub up his channel. The Real Rap Show, yes. The Real Rap Show has a lot of excellent content on the Super Mayor as well. So let's make sure we support these other content creators as well. God knows you support me, and I love it. I love you. Foxy, it was Sambo that was a snitch. Foxy, yes. Foxy, these people need to read. If they would read, Sambo was the villain, not Uncle Tom. So if they're going to call someone something, that's who they need to call people. Montage, how are you doing, love? So I'm going to play this. And if you missed the video from last night, I'll have to drop that channel link. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Rita, for subbing them up. But listen to this interview. And you know, I'll give you my review. Now, remember the relationship that the Super Mayor had with Miss Fenia Dukes. They were friends. And when she was SA'd, allegedly, she said, oh, don't worry, I'll take care of it. Yeah, she took care of it all right. She fired her. Now, Tiffany's a black woman. This Fenia's a black woman. But you're all about the black cause. How you doing, Thomas Marlowe? Good evening. Thank you so much, Thomas, for the super chat. I am flooding the comment section with hearts just for you. Cecilia, that Nino Brown act was funny but tacky. Yes, Cecilia, she wants to be so ghetto. How would it look if I pretended to be Nino Brown and I went in my classroom? Knowing what that movie is about, that would be very inappropriate. Again, depending on your position, and this is what I tell my students, because sometimes they'll say, well, that's not fair. I said, life's not fair, okay? And so depending on the position that you have, you can't do everything that everyone else does. That's not how that works. Thank you so much, folks, for subbing up to Chef Finest Wine, as well as the Real Rap Show. Yes. How you doing, Zandra? Hello, love. Lisa's here. The whole gang is here. Yes. And so that's what it's all about. So everything, she wants everyone to treat her like royalty because she's a black woman. Look at how she's treating other black women. So a hypocrite. Cammy, I wish In Living Color or the Chappelle Show was still on to do a skit about Tiff Tiff. Cammy! Oh my God, they would eat her alive. Oh my God. Yes, you be good, Chubbs, for a change. How you doing, Jackie? Yes. Let me start this video, folks, and I'll be keeping up with you in the comment section. Hit the like button, folks. Thank you.
23, we got a tip about a suburban mayor. That's how our deep dive into Dalton all began. We were told that Mayor Tiffany Henyard had taken a taxpayer-funded trip to Las Vegas and that her assistant had accused a village trustee of assaulting her during that trip. Now, the tipster told us that when the mayor's assistant tried to get help from Henyard, the woman that she trusted and looked up to, she ended up getting fired a few months later. Now, that woman has since filed a civil lawsuit naming Tiffany Henyard, Andrew Holmes, the village of Dalton, and Thornton Township all as defendants. Andrew Holmes has not been criminally charged and has not responded to our numerous requests for comment about this lawsuit. Tiffany Henyard has denied all the allegations made against her. The allegations and the accusations you are about to hear are reflected in police reports we obtained in a joint lawsuit filed by the alleged victim and a Dalton police officer. Fenia, how are you doing today?
That's kind of hard to even answer. It's up and down. It's kind of like that every single day. I can't say that this past weekend I have been overly blessed for my child to where that has been having me feel elated and just overjoyed. So I will just go that route and say that I'm blessed. I can say that.
I want to go back a little bit and talk about Tiffany Henyard. She's your old boss. Is that correct?
Yes. I was her assistant. I actually originally met her when I was a teen, and she had a dance group, and I was in it, and we even performed at Lincoln and stuff. And I knew her since then, and she was a spunky girl, you know, like not the person that you guys see today. Like she was really actually cool. She was somebody that you really could seriously look up to, and that's where I kind of got it from. Like when I get older, I want to be involved with kids like this too. Like this is cool. Like this is nice. Like that is somebody that you have somebody that's in your corner, that's, you know, coaching your growth and just being there for you. And that's I kind of miss that about her.
Did you look up to her like a big sister?
Absolutely. If we was around at that time, she would always call me her mini-me, which I actually despise now. And please never ever call me that again. But yeah, I'm not even gonna lie on her. Like she really tried to actually lift me up. Like she tried to give me opportunities to be able to go do different things. She used to always push, like, you might take my seat as mayor, you might be next. So I'm going to elevate. I want you to elevate behind me. So I definitely looked up to her.
Back in May of 2023, Fenia Dukes says she learned about a business trip being planned to Las Vegas. The mayor was taking a group of people there to attend a convention. It was happening around the same time as Fenia's birthday. So she says she had never been to Vegas before and told the mayor she'd like to go. Fenia ends up attending that trip along with Dalton police officer Byron Miles, who at the time was part of the mayor's security detail. Also on that trip, Andrew Holmes, who is an elected Dalton trustee and a well-known community activist. Fenia says she knew Andrew very well and that she felt safe around him. At the time, she says she even referred to him as Uncle Drew.
When she brought him into the campaign, then he became Uncle Drew. And it was a cool, like we've been places, we've been in cars and places by ourselves, and he's never made a move at me, or passed me, or anything. So that's always also made me feel like I'm safe around him.
On the last day of the trip, Fenia says they all went out to dinner. After dinner, she wanted to go out for drinks. She says trustee Andrew Holmes came along with her.
That was a safety beacon. Like that's somebody that if he's with us, you're not going to mess with us. So I felt confident enough that leaving the restaurant and then going to go hang with him after the restaurant, that I was going to be okay. Yeah, and
You felt safe with it?
Yeah. So I told him verbally my room number, and I was like, it's 2145, and he was like, okay. So he came and I knocked on my door. He didn't come in. I left out, and then we walked out to the strip. When we walked out, the first thing we did, we were staying at Planet Hollywood. When we walked out, we went to Walgreens, and we was looking to get some alcohol. And at first, we didn't know they had the heavy alcohol behind the counter at first. So we were just about to get some little cans of whatever, like little malt liquor things, whatever, until we went to go check out, and we seen it. So then we ended up getting like, I think Hennessy, it was Hennessy, 50 Hennessy. And then went next door and they had a daiquiri place. It's like one of those places that you lift up and it's just open. And I went to go get a chaser. So
I wanted to pause it, and I'll be pausing it throughout. Cecilia, yes, this is a perfect example of not voting on their record, but their race. I think I'll pin that comment because that's exactly what this is. If they had taken just a few moments, and Cecilia, you were not here. I need to drop that link. I shared one or two videos ago when I was talking about the super mayor. I showed footage of her when she was just a trustee, and she was a piece of work as a trustee. But when she ran for mayor, again, she's Black, she's a woman. Let's make history. Boom. Now you have the mess that you have. Yes, that's the problem. Cammie, Fenia Dukes, sorry that this happened to you. Hope you get justice. Yes, Cammie, all we could do is pray for her, love. Music therapy, since since the lawsuit is ongoing, they're not really giving us a lot of information about, everything. Now, I know they have audio. I'm not sure what they have so far as you're saying video. Now, music therapy, allegedly, one of the officers did take some pictures. So you're going to hear that, though, throughout this interview, allegedly. Because when she was out of it, so it sounds like she was given something in a drink or something, and some pictures were taken. So a lot of stuff went on. So I'll go ahead and get this started again.
we go, and then there's another hotel that has a small little fountain, not the Bellagio fountain, but it's a small little fountain. We sat out there. And earlier through the trip, I did go to the dispensary, and I ended up getting a couple of pre-roll joints. And so we sat there and we smoked, and we were talking about the people walking past, laughing here and high. So now we end up walking down the strip. We're passing the I forgot what hotel it is that looks like New York. Then we get to the Mandalay, which is like the little castles and stuff. And we hear a concert. So we walk in there, we sit down in there, and we're watching the concert and stuff like that. And we're talking about the people in there. Then we leave the concert and walk right back to the same fountain that we originally started at. And that's my little last memory until I wake up in his room. So,
all right. So you heard that. That was her last memory until she woke up. So it sounds to me like someone slipped her something. Now you type it in the comment section. For you to be totally out of it, now you don't remember anything, and you wake up like, wait, what just happened here? I'll read your statements. One of Tiffany's security details about SA and Fenia Dukes while she was with the date rape drug. Okay. Rita, I don't know music, but that girl just said they bought booze at Walgreens. So, right, Rita, that's what I was thinking. That's what it sounded like to me. And everywhere you go, you're being videotaped. Cecilia, Trump has done more in 6 days than Biden did in 4 years. That's right, Cecilia. Truth bomb. Here we go. Hit the like button for me, please, folks. Here we go.
I can't remember getting up from that fountain, walking into the hotel, getting into the room, who even helped. Did I even walk myself? I can't remember any of that. My next memory is literally him over me, waking me up, saying, baby girl, you wake up. And I'm just jumping up. And now this is not the face that I'm expecting to see because I have my own room. So you're waking me up. I'm confused on why I'm here.
Do you think you blacked out?
I knew for sure waking up that I was completely disoriented. Like I knew that me not knowing how I went from the fountain and I'm waking up here, I knew that immediately. That was how. Like it was like a blink, and now I'm hearing it like that. I knew immediately I'm discombobulated.
Whose room did you wake up in?
Andrew Holmes' room.
Whose bed did you wake up in?
Andrew Holmes' bed.
In the civil lawsuit, Officer Byron Miles says Andrew Holmes called him from the hotel room. Officer Miles claims Andrew made reference to engaging in sexual activities with Fenia, and it was also unclear whether she did or could consent. He says he began recording their conversation. The lawsuit says that Andrew transitioned from a phone call to FaceTime, then panned the camera to private areas of Fenia's body.
This is music therapy, or was it Citizen K? Yeah, so they do have that. You're asking about pictures. So Andrew, what a lowlife. He, while someone's laying there disoriented, he goes on FaceTime and shows her private parts. What a bum. What a schmuck.
At times, moving or removing articles of clothing. Fenia says when she woke up in Andrew's bed, they were both fully dressed, and that she immediately began looking for her belongings. But she recalls that something did not feel right.
Then while I'm looking around now, I'm also standing up on my feet. I'm really feeling like I've never felt this way before. Like this you feel disoriented. Yeah, I feel disoriented, discombobulated, all of that. Like it was way past just a hangover. It was way past all of it. I felt like I was on 1,000 elevators. Like I felt like my body would just keep blowing up. That's how I just kept feeling. Like I didn't have no explanation of why I feel like this. Because again, I drink and I smoke. That's regular. So me drinking like how I drunk, that wasn't, and then I didn't even finish the drink. Like, so I know like I wasn't just full out, just blacked out. And this is just the first time that I ever drank before. So I immediately knew like something was wrong. But again, at the time frame of what it was, I wasn't trying to question it, because now I got to make sure that I make it back to this plane.
Fenia says they rushed to the airport to catch their flight back home. All the while, Fenia says she was trying to recall what happened and why her body felt different.
How can you really prove this if you don't remember this? But you know what your body feels. You weren't feeling that way before you woke up into his room. When y'all were walking in all up and down the strip, you were fine. How you're feeling, my area and what that felt like, no ma'am. So it was like, it was more, and I went on my period. It was at the end of my period, so I was still spotting stuff like that. So I definitely know I didn't go down there for that. And so I didn't have any cramps, but what I felt, and I'm like, I don't usually cramp after the fact. So it's just like I was trying to debunk. So I'm like, that man would do nothing. So you have to find, this cannot be it. Like, and then it's also just like, this really can't be it. Like that was also a denial for me. Like this, because coming out, like look at my life now. Like this is something I never wanted to be sitting in front of you, talking to you about this ever. This is not the type of narrative I've ever wanted all my life. So now it is. So that was the denial. Like if I come out saying this, that's strong. And then because I can't remember anything, what if I could have been wrong? But that's on my mind, just telling me like, just you have to find some other way. But my body and how it felt.
Fenia says she returned to work and received a text message from Officer Byron Miles.
I'm at work and I get a text message and it's from Officer Miles, and he said, "Are you okay?" And now I'm just thinking that this man is reading my mind, because again, I didn't say anything to anybody. So I'm like, no, I'm cool. What do you mean? He said, "Are you sure?" And I'm, yeah. Now you scared me. Why are you asking me? Or you just coming out of nowhere asking me, "Am I okay? Are you sure?" He's like, "I don't take this weird. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I think you should go to the doctor." Now again, I'm already fighting it in my head. And if you're saying this and I have no idea, I can't even remember anything, and I feel like I'm only finding it in my head, and you're telling me you feel like I need to go to the doctor, I immediately went.
So I think so the police officer telling her, hey, you might want to go to the doctor. And remember, the police officer, okay, so the pervert, that's what I'm going to start calling this guy. What a loser. Remember, he went on those of you just joining, hit the like button. He went on FaceTime and showed her private parts, and she was out of it. So the police officer, probably looking at her like she doesn't look like she, has her faculties about herself. That's probably why, he told her to do that. Thank God he did. And thank God he kept those recordings. All right, here we go, folks.
Told William Moore, because I was working. I was at Dalton Park, working behind the counter, and I told him I need to go. Now I gotta go to the hospital. He's, "Are you okay?" I said, "I just need to go." So I went. But then again, walking to the hospital, now I'm like, but if I do this, they're gonna pull out. They're gonna bring police. They're gonna do the rape kit. And what if I'm wrong? Like my mind is just saying, like, this is an elected official. It's not like just Johnny down the street. This is a big person. And then he's an advocate and all this stuff. Like this is a major person.
And can you imagine, folks, the horror that this woman had to go through? Because again, I mean, there are a lot of essays that are reported, but there are also a lot that are not reported because people are looking at, particularly if a man is involved, his position. People, and lots of times in women's minds, they're thinking, oh, the people aren't going to believe me. So she had a lot of mental hurdles that she had to jump over just to file the report, and then to go to the hospital. That's embarrassing. So this is a lot for this woman. Chef Fine is Wine, you're absolutely right. My heart goes out to her as well. She went through a lot. So that part of it, the physical part, then the physical and mental. Citizen, be wary of who you get faded around, apparently during municipal trip. Yes. Cecilia Jackson, yes, prayers up for that baby getting justice. Yes. The only thing about the officer that told her what happened is why didn't he call local police? That Thomas Marlowe. That's a good point. That's an excellent point. Montage, yes, I'm sure she has PTSD. Chubb, she's not wrong. That man needed to have needs life in a jail cell. Yeah. All right, here we go, folks.
You can't remember anything. You know what your body feels, but you literally have no words or evidence to say, like, this happened to me. Besides, I can't remember anything. Besides, I blame something. Besides, this was the last person that I was with. And now I feel like this since I was with the last person that I was with. So, I'm sorry.
Take your time.
Lord. Oh, God. I'm okay. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it. You could do it.
Well, at the hospital, Fenia says she got an STD test, but she did not ask for a rape kit. May I ask you this, and this is a question that a lot of people may ask, but when you came back to Dalton and you go to the doctor, the hospital, may I ask, did you get a rape kit? If so, why or why not?
And that's what I was saying. I did it because, one, it's an elected official, and them doing a rape kit is going to start the whole investigation right then and there. I haven't talked to Tiffany, and in my mind, because just working for her, I'm just thinking about don't mess up her, her vision, her her name, her career, whatever. And even though, again, me thinking in my head, I didn't wake up in a room with her that she shouldn't take it like that, but seeing that she kind of did take it like that, and where it is now, at the time I didn't know.
And see, that's another part of the mental part, folks. Because again, she looked up to Supermayor. The Supermayor called her mini me. She had that relationship with Tiffany. So so also she's thinking, oh God, I'm going to ruin her career. So this woman, for her to say something and come out, right, Brenda, this is sad. Cecilia, men get essayed and abused too, but they don't report it like most women do. Cecilia, you're absolutely right. It happens to men too. Truth bomb. So let's all say send a prayer up for this lady. She's gone through a lot. Music therapy, that was her chance. Now his word against hers. It's a circumstantial evidence case. She should have done the music therapy. I agree she should have, but again, she had all these thoughts running through her head. Oh my God, I'm going to ruin Tiffany's career. This guy's an elected official. No one's going to believe me. So she just had too much going on. Oh my God. How you doing, Sandy?
How that investigation would have gone, and I literally was fighting myself, even though again I feel my body, but my mind saying this is big. If you do this is something that you can defame him, like you could possibly be wrong. Like I'm saying all this little stuff just to deter me, and that's mostly the main reason why I didn't, because I felt like I just need to talk to Tiffany first. Like I don't know what's going on. I need to talk to Tiffany.
Do you
first.
regret that decision?
I regret it wholeheartedly. Not me. I really believed that lady was gonna help me. I really did. That's why, and that's another reason why I felt okay. You know what? I'm going to Tiffany because she's gonna know what to do. I regret it wholeheartedly.
Yeah. Fenia says she decided it was time to tell the mayor about her experience on that Vegas trip. According to the lawsuit, she arranged a meeting with Tiffany Henyard. Officer Miles was there too. The lawsuit notes that he drove Henyard to the meeting and also told her what he witnessed on the call with Andrew Holmes.
Who's all in this meeting? It's only me, Officer Miles, and Tiffany Henyard. And we were in a closed office in a old bank.
The old bank across the street from Village Hall.
Yeah. And so we were in a room. I told her the whole story. And for her, it was kind of like when I was telling her, she didn't have a surprised look on her face, but it was kind of more like she immediately started thinking about herself. So the first thing she said was, you know, this is going to ruin me, right?
Okay, did everyone hear that? If not, I will say it again. The first thing that her friend Tiffany Henyard said was, you know, this is going to ruin me, right? Not, how are you doing? How did this happen? What can I do to help you? How you doing, P-Man 007? So again, for you to be such a woman to champion women's causes, the first thing out of her mouth, you know, this is going to ruin me, right? Not, how are you doing? Were you, how were you injured? How can I help you? Music therapy. I'm going to pray. She's so brokenhearted and disillusioned by the betrayal by Tiff. Yes. We're glad you're here, P-Man. Hit the like button, love. This is horrible. This woman's been traumatized. She probably needs therapy. I'll continue.
And I immediately said, that's why I'm coming to you first, because I want to move to where it doesn't hurt you. Like, if you have to take this and ride with it of helping me and boosting yourself up or however you got to do it, that's fine. But I'm coming to you first to tell you that you're true.
Tiffany Henyard the entire story
Yes.
of what happened, what you can remember in Vegas, and what is her immediate reaction? What did she say?
That was the first thing she said. You know, this is going to ruin me. And then she told me that you can't trust everybody. And you have him around your daughter and stuff, right? Like, you telling me that I can't trust everybody, but you brung him into this camp. Like, before, when you first brung him in there, actually everybody was opposed to it. Like, we don't mess with him. He ran against you with mayor and all this stuff. Like, how we didn't understand what she brought him in there for.
Do you think she believed you? At that point, she says this could ruin her, but does she not believe you? Or,
man, how she looked at me is like she kind of already knew the type. Not that she didn't believe me, but it's like she kind of already just, I know that happened, but I'm actually just kind of shocked that you're bringing this to me right now type face. Like, oh, you're not scared. You come to tell me. It's like, that's the type of face. Like, that's exactly how she did. Like, you know it's gonna ruin me, right?
Vapor, yes. Vapor gets it. Yes. When someone does that, that's not a one and done situation. Vapor says that trustee sounds like like P word. You guys can see it in the chat section. I don't want to say it, and y'all don't want YouTube to stop the video. And has probably done this several times before. Right. That guy's 50s or 60s. This is not his first rodeo, right? So hopefully, let's hope and pray that some other victims come out of the woodworks so that this woman will have some support. Yes, Vipa, I was thinking the same thing. It's not a one and done in those types of situations. All right, here we go.
And then that's when she came up. Then after her whole little spiel, that's when she got up and hugged me.
According to the lawsuit, Tiffany told Fenia in front of Officer Miles that she would take care of it and that Fenia should trust her.
Yeah.
Shortly after that, Fenia says Henyard called her boyfriend, Kamal Woods, who then came to their meeting. Fenia said in her report to police that she then told Kamal the same information she had just told Tiffany.
He's just saying, you're going to get paid. You good, you're going to get paid. No, you're going to get paid. What you want? That truck you run out there, you're going to have a new one. You're going to get a new car. Don't worry about it. It's like he studied just repeating this. And I'm telling him, like, this is not, I don't care about getting paid. So now he's saying, tell me, okay, so what is it that you want? I said, I want justice. He needs to go to jail. Like, and to be honest, I said to jail or to hell. That's what I said. Either one. Those are the options for me. I don't care about no money. I don't care about any of that. If he did something that he wasn't supposed to do, this is what I want. So he's like, well, we got you. And then that's when he got out the room. And that's when they sent Miles to go get us something to eat. So now it's just me, Tiffany, and Kamal. Now we're in the outer area of the old bank, and we're just sitting there. And Kamal hands me a paper. He was like, "Write down what you want." So I literally sat there looking at that paper for maybe like an hour and a half as well, because I'm like, what do you mean? What do I want? If I literally
So you see, she calls her married boyfriend, the super mayor calls her married boyfriend to the scene, tells him everything that this woman just told her, which is really personal, confidential information. So his first inclination isn't to say, "Oh my God, let's get her some help." What does he say? "What you want? You're going to get paid." Wait, what? Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Cecilia, Roland, you're good at reading situation. That's a teacher trait. Cecilia, I tell my students every time I get a whole fresh new batch of students, I don't believe anything you're telling me. Students have been lying. Teenagers have been lying to me for 27 years. So whatever you're thinking, I already know the answer and I don't believe it. That is a teacher trait. Yes. Yes, music therapy. Like they were trying to buy her off so she would be quiet. Oh my God.
literally just told you, like, I want him to go to jail. I want him to be charged. They need to come get him. What do you mean write a list? Why am I doing this? So it literally took me an hour and a half, and he's still even telling me, "Come on, just write it down." Like through the whole time, just write it down. Just write what you want. Write what you want. Just go. So and I did, thinking that these people on my side. No, because now the last thing Tiffany told me before leaving the campaign office is, give me a week, and she's gonna get her lawyer on it. She was like, "You want me to use my lawyer, right?" Yeah, because I don't have a lawyer. I don't have no money for no lawyer. So I said, "Of course." So I'm thinking that she's gonna take this on. Okay, we're gonna talk about it. Wait for me.
May I ask, what did you ask for?
Honestly, I just said I'm on my car paid off. If I can get a couple months of rent, that's fine. Sure. But and stuff for my son and a couple and money from just being hurt. Like I and it was so hard. It took me so long to even write it down because I'm like, "Sir, like it's like a ransom list or something, like like I've never been this."
So basically, I think so, Sandy. And basically, they just wanted to buy her off so she would go away, so she would, it's hush, hush, don't say a word. Oh wow, it's getting worse and worse. They're digging their own grave. Yes, music therapy, that's illegal. A crime has been committed and you're paying someone off not to say anything. Oh my God. And of course we know they're doing that with taxpayer money. They don't use their own money. Here we go.
Predicament to want to just write down a list like it's Christmas or something,
But then Kamal takes the list,
folds it up, put it in the back pocket.
Says, "Let me reach out to the attorney. We'll get back to you."
So then we all disperse, we all leave, and I didn't hear from her ever again.
We reached out to Kamal Woods about this interaction, but he has not responded to our numerous requests for comment. Fenia provided NBC5 a copy of a letter she received in June 2023 from attorney Michael Delgado, who represented the village at the time, asking her to preserve evidence. The police report also details that Officer Miles was contacted by his department's internal affairs unit and given a letter also asking him to preserve evidence. Delgado told us in an email, the letter and review of this matter was performed on behalf of the village of Dalton. The email goes on to say that his office is not authorized to release any records without the village's approval, and that we should contact the village's administrator to request those records. We did reach out to the village administrator and the village's PR firm about the records.
So Peter, how you doing, love? Haven't seen you in a while. We're glad you're here. Peter said someone's being paid off if no arrests have been made. So Peter, there is still the civil lawsuit that's pending. So we'll have to see where that goes. Now, I don't know if they've compromised Miss Dukes because again, now I did tell you, those of you who are just coming in, hit that like button. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button as well. Now, remember, folks, as soon as Tiffany called Kamal Woods, soon as he came on the scene, hush money. Yes, Rita. Haven't they been after Trump forever about hush money? Hush money, that's what it is. Yes. Now she did say, this lady did ask her, she said, maybe, folks, and when people may be in a financial bind, she was like, I really didn't want anything, but I'm like, maybe a little help, maybe with some rent or a car payment. So, people do that so that you're compromised, and it's hush money, and now you're compromised. So if the legal case does go any further, they try to make you look, all right, like a nefarious person, basically. So here we go.
But we have not received a response.
What happened to that letter?
I still got that letter.
What did you do with it? Did you submit that information that he was asking for?
Now I get no. Oh, I didn't give them anything. And that's probably another reason why, like, that probably sent them off. Because I'm like, why are you trying to get? They even had a meeting with Officer Miles. They tried to tell him, after they heard that it was that Officer Miles actually recorded it, they were like, well, we need that. Isn't that a work phone? He was like, it is a work phone, but it's a work phone that I pay for. So they even got mad at him. Like, they sent him the same exact letter as well. It said the exact same thing, except our names changed, that we need to give over whatever, and we haven't gave nothing.
Fenia says the mayor told her to take as much time as she needed, but according to the lawsuit, within days of their meeting, Fenia was put on unpaid medical leave. Although she says she did not request it. She says she was fired from both her jobs in Thornton Township and the village of Dalton in October 2023.
Somebody's coming to you saying that something happened to them as egregious as it was, and you saying, okay, that's fine, you're fired though. In what sense did that make? I couldn't tell you. It's Tiffany. She's more focused on Tiffany and whatever. Tiffany, it don't have to be career. It can be if she's about to go eat a cup of ice, it has to just be about her. Like, it doesn't matter about a career. It's about Tiffany and how she moves, how she breathes. And then everybody around her circle, we also have to breathe on the same synchronization as her to make sure that everything is running for Tiffany. So it doesn't matter even if it's a career.
We received a statement from Tiffany Henyard's PR firm in March of 2024. It reads as follows. As previously issued, the village of Dalton conducted a thorough investigation into these allegations. The investigation was led by an independent third-party company consisting of former law enforcement officers, none of whom have ever been affiliated with the village of Dalton. Former police officer Miles was interviewed and denied knowing anything about these allegations. Also, despite numerous attempts by the village's independent investigators to contact Ms. Dukes, she refused to give a statement or cooperate with our investigation. Unfortunately, this is nothing more than two disgruntled village employees who are trying to make off with the taxpayers' hard-earned dollars. The village looks forward to defending these allegations and pursuing all other available remedies to the village.
Now, again, this is Mayor Tiffany Henyard's public relations firm. Peter, there's the cover up and the payoff. Citizen K. Miss Dukes filed a complaint with the Illinois Democratic Human Rights Organization. Okay. She needs to see a therapist and get it all documented. Yes. Brenda, Mr. Holmes does not show his face anymore. Okay, Brenda. Emotional blackmail, Cecilia. Her boss guilted her to not speak about what happened. Music therapy, you got it. Montage, this could become a Netflix documentary later on when this is all said and done. Montage, you haven't been here for a while, but check out my other videos in this series on the super mayor. I've said this is a Lifetime movie waiting to happen. I'm sure they're going to do a Netflix documentary on her. I'm sure of it. How you doing, Isaiah? Hit the like button, folks. Here we go.
When we asked majority of trustees about this third-party investigation, they said they had no knowledge of it. They also told us any third-party investigation would need the approval of the village board. What do you say to that?
I say it's funny because if we're disgruntled former employees, Miles still works there. So I don't see how he can be disgruntled or anything. You knocked him down from where he was, but he's still working there. And me, I'm not disgruntled at all. I'm something happened to me and now I'm hurt. Just imagine if it didn't, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Like, I don't see how you could put that. So again, it's just a stupid move on her behalf, talking faster than her brain is thinking. Because if that's what you felt that was good, made sense to you, that I'm a former, and I want to run off with taxpayers' dollars. I was making the most money that I've ever made in my life working for her. I was making almost $138,000 a year. That was my salary. Like, I never seen that. Like, I never had money from my check left over and it didn't have to go to something.
You notice all the people who were surrounding the super mayor. Now, Thornton's not that big. Dalton's not that big. And all of these people with these salaries over $100,000. Woo, I'm in the wrong field, folks. I need to move up to Dalton and Thornton. Woo, here we go.
So why on earth would I ever mess that up? Like, I even was talking to Jen. I said, I kind of much rather probably would have been rather on her side and fighting you than this being my narrative. Like, that's how much of I'm disgruntled. I loved working for you. Like, I loved you as a person. Like, I actually still love her as a person. I don't know who she is now, but I still love her. I really do.
You still love her?
Yes, I really looked up to her. I'm hurt. I would never ever talk to her ever again. But the love is real, though. I really looked up to you since I was young. So to see you flip and you're not even not even a person that I met. You're a monster now, because this is not even who you are. Like, you used to, man. She was really cool. She's actually a really cool person. So I don't know where it went wrong. I don't know if it's now she got a lot of money. So some people lose their mind when they get a lot of money and they start acting different. I don't know.
It's almost a year after the Vegas trip. In March 2024, Fenia files a police report with South Holland PD that is then faxed to the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department. In it, she names Andrew Holmes as having assaulted her. And the police report is very detailed. Lots of names and information is redacted. It shows that Las Vegas detectives completed phone interviews with Fenia and Officer Miles. It also details that no video footage from Planet Hollywood, the hotel where the group stayed, existed due to the time lapse. According to the report, the detective contacted an attorney who said he represented Henyard. And that attorney initially said the mayor was willing to provide statements. But days later, that attorney told the detective that the interview would need to be canceled. He advised the detective that Fenia and Miles filed a civil lawsuit against the mayor, Thornton Township, and the village of Dalton. According to the police report, the detective notes that items of clothing were tested and an audio recording was submitted by the attorney representing Fenia and Officer Miles. Additionally, over 50 photos and videos were submitted by Fenia. Now, we submitted a request for evidence to Las Vegas police, which was declined. We also requested evidence from the attorney representing Fenia and Officer Miles. We did not get a response. According to the report, the case was presented to the Clark County District Attorney's Office. It goes on to say, this case was denied by the DA's office. The detective told Officer Miles the next day that the case was denied due to insufficient evidence. When asked by Miles, what are we missing? The officer reports telling Miles they had gathered everything they had been told about. The report concludes that the case has been closed, but if new evidence is discovered, it will be reviewed again.
They just said that it was lack of evidence. Even and when they did call me to say that it was lack of evidence, I was like, so how do you guys solve 20-year cold cases and all this stuff? She said, oh yeah, we do that. We just we have lack of evidence for your case.
We reached out to Attorney John Erickson, who, according to the police report, represents Andrew Holmes, but we did not get a response.
Yeah.
Holmes has never publicly addressed these allegations, even in response to the civil lawsuit. And since filing that complaint, Fenia has attended several village board meetings. At one meeting in November 2024, she addresses Andrew Holmes.
So tell me I'm lying, or tell them why.
going to the meetings. I tried to go and confront.
Those that don't know, that this gentleman, well, I can't call him a gentleman. This is the culprit right here, this guy right here. And I've done another video. Like I said, I've done several videos in the series. He's not a good guy, folks. I talk about his history as well. Peter said, "You're too honest to move to Chicago." Right, Peter? If I went to Chicago, I might get caught up in all that corruption, and you might see me in some of this nonsense. Okay, so that's Mr. Holmes right there. Okay.
On him, but every time I went, after I can't have my statement out, he's not there.
But you did confront him recently.
Yes, and that was after trying to get to meetings, because then it was meetings that I didn't make it to. Oh, now you're there. Now I can't make it to this meeting because I don't like bringing my kid to those types of things. Even the meeting that I actually did finally say something, my best friend took my son out right before I could say something, and that made me feel better that I can actually freely say what I need to say.
Why did you need to confront him?
Because he needs to tell everybody. He needs to tell me, tell the world that I'm not lying, because you got people think that I'm just out here making up stuff, that I want money, that I'm a disgruntled former employee. No, sir. Tell these people what you did.
Yep.
Or tell me in my face that I'm lying in front of these people. But something, you need to say something. Tell us something. Tell the truth, though. Because the truth's always going to come out, just like the light in the dark.
In December of 2024, more than a year and a half after the alleged incident, Fenia and community activist Jedediah Brown went to Las Vegas hoping to meet with a detective. And while there, the police took a second report in which Fenia again named Andrew Holmes. It states that she came to file a report for unlawful dissemination of intimate images of her, which she was only made aware of after the news of her assault became public. The report does not reference any additional photos being provided to Las Vegas PD. We contacted the Clark County District Attorney's Office about any further developments, but we have yet to hear back.
So my second report is solely based off of what I know I do have evidence is, and that's him sending video and picture of my body without my consent. I'm hoping that, it's not going to go to the sexual assault division. It's going to go to another division. So I'm hoping that we do get someone. And then when I was talking to the officer, he actually kind of made me feel like he was actually listening. So it made a difference of, sending a report from another police station all the way to Vegas, and then actually coming and physically sitting in front of them, and them actually hearing my story and seeing me and feeling me. So I'm actually kind of feeling good.
What is your message?
As hard as it possibly is, just say something. Because the worst thing that could be is that nobody believes you, but you said something, and our voice is mostly all we have. And you gotta stand up for you. And I know that's hard, because again, I literally just told you I was fighting denial, because I could have just kept this to myself, and then, you know what? I know something happened to me. Yeah. I'm just not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna keep going out. And I really could have messed me up, even though I already feel like I'm messed up right now. But you have to stand up for yourself. That is the biggest piece of advice that I can get to if anything happened to you, male or female, because it happens to both of them. Open your mouth, because how can anybody help you if we don't know? How you gonna beat yourself up like I did? Depressed, not wanting to get out the bed, wanting to take myself out of here. I almost did. I almost took myself right up on out of here. And the only thing that stopped me was my son. That was the only thing, because I just couldn't imagine my baby having grown up without me. But I was close, seriously close, because I just couldn't imagine. This is my narrative. I don't want to be known as that. I don't want people to see me out there and just the first thing they feel is they got to hug me because this is what they know. That's not what I want people to know.
Yep.
So this is hard, but but no matter how hard it is, you got to stand up for yourself. And that's what I just keep telling people. And even when I meet little girls, and I've even met one, and for her to only 11 now. So that's tough, because you're 11 now. But when so it's just thinking like that, like how dare you? So just like that, and luckily she was able to say something too. She spoke up. She got her parents involved. So yes, you just have to involve. You got to keep people involved. And I'm learning that too. I'm learning to ask for help, because that's the hardest thing for me to do. Because when I've asked for help before, I don't get it. I want people who's fighting to know it's going to be a lot. I didn't even know half of the stuff that I was going to go through. I never, just again, like I said, I would have never even expected to be in an NBC today. Never would imagine ever being in a news place ever in my life. But here I am, because this is serious, and I mean it, and I want justice. I want truth. I want him tell these people what you've done. And I don't want I don't want to sorry. That's, of course, don't tell me sorry. That's cool. I already know what you did. But now I just need you to go and stand up, and you need to go through what you need to go through for what you've done to me. That was your decision. And I might not even get the truth. That's the hard part. That's the part that kills me. I might not get the truth. And that's the part that makes me feel like, and I don't want nobody to take this wrong, but that might make me crazy.
And you talk about help and trying to get answers.
Mm-hmm.
There's a community activist, Jedediah Brown, who went to jail.
Yeah.
You know, he went to jail. And he said that he's got your back.
Yeah, and I promise you, it has been.
Jedediah Brown, remember, Super Mayor tried to get a restraining order on him. The judge said no. He's the one who calls her out on her nonsense. He and some other community activists, you know, they were the ones out in front of her parents' house, you know, saying, "Where's the money?" And I mean, they were just calling her out on everything, basically. How you doing, traveling mom? Hit the like button for me, please. If you are just coming into the chat, if you're enjoying this content, folks, hit this subscribe button too. It won't cost you anything. All right. Jedediah Brown attempted to slug Andrew Holmes at one of those Dalton Village Board of Trustees meetings, but Jason Howell stepped in and broke up the altercation. Yes, you know that Jedediah Brown, he's a whippersnapper. How you doing, Jeffrey? Hit the like button, love. Here we go.
And it's been so many people that tried to deter me from him, whatever. Nobody can. So I'm so appreciative of Jedediah Brown. Thank you. I'm elated for him. Like I couldn't have picked a better person. And I didn't even know him before the situation. Like I didn't really follow up on the other stories that he advocated for. So he kind of came, and I was kind of, you know, standoffish with him at first, because I didn't think this guy just coming out of nowhere. You just want to help. You don't even know me. But today, I'll fight for him if whatever you need. I'm there for you, just because of how he is for me. So I'm wholeheartedly appreciative for him.
Finish this sentence for me. Fenia Dukes is.
All right, let me get rid of the commercial. Yes, Mayor. Yes, God, please help this young lady. Yeah. And you know what I was thinking, Mayor, as I was sitting here, and we're almost done with this video. It may help her to go out and maybe she was fired from her job there. She can help other women who have had this same trauma. So this woman, you know, she said she thought about unaliving herself, but we need to pray for her, because she spoke out, and I'm glad she did not let this injustice pass by. Or they wanted her to just forget about it, and I'm glad she did not. Cecilia, is that the same guy from the Kanaki Jenkins case? Which guy you talking about, love? Jeffrey, how you doing, love? Okay, here we
go. Oh man, I feel like out of everything you asked me, that just put me on the spot. Fenia Dukes is determined. Fenia Dukes, I now realize, is strong.
Yep.
I can't say that this has been a little bit of character building for me too, even though the circumstances are what it is. But I have seen myself really just taking some stuff that I just never thought I would be able to take in. I never thought I was just strong to do. I never thought that my mind could even fathom, you know.
If there's any message you have for Tiffany Henyard to Andrew Holmes, what would it be?
So for Andrew, honestly, I feel like there's nothing else. It's not going to change. I just need you to tell the truth. That's all for Andrew. Like, I don't know what was going on in your mind. I don't know, you know, if that's something that you just do. But at this point, you're out there now. You're called. Like, this is what it is. So like, you can save yourself time, or, you know, just come out and say what's happening. So that's that. But for Tiffany, I do want her to know that, again, like I said, I loved you, G. And she know what I mean when I say talk like that. But I did. And I looked up to her. I really actually believed in her wholeheartedly. Like, from what I was seeing and assisting her, even though she was tough on me, but she also gave me opportunities, and I was able to go places where I never thought I would be able to go and meet the people that I'd be able to meet. And I was appreciative of that, and I just want her to know that you hurt me. You really hurt me. And it sucks that it has to go this way because I believed in you. And I even just believed in you as a mayor or a supervisor, but I believed in you as Tiffany, the person that I met and that I grew up with, you know. I wish it could have been different. Honestly, wish she could have been different. She could have did so much great things, and she just had a good heart. And I think that's the only thing that she's missing. And I don't know what she went through that just kind of kicked her over, but I'm praying for her every day. Every day. I don't necessarily, like I said, I don't necessarily want to ever be in that relationship with her ever again. But I'm praying for her. I do want people to know that have been supporting me. Thank you. Because again, you don't even know me, and for you to have that in your heart to help me tell my son that these people just gave my son every single thing that he asked for on his Christmas. And me as a child, I never got everything, you know. And I knew that this Christmas was going to probably be the first Christmas I wasn't going to be able to do nothing. Like when I tell you that was the hardest thing, because fighting rent and fighting my car note and all the different bills that they all came in, and it was like, I'm not gonna be able to do it to my baby. And for those beautiful people to make sure that my baby wasn't gonna miss out on nothing. Like that's what made me smile. Like that's why I said, out of everything I'm going through, that's the type of stuff I can smile for. Like people are gonna see me smile. Like a lot of people, well, she can't be hurt. She's smiling, she's laughing and stuff. She couldn't be hurt. Oh, he didn't take my smile. He didn't take my character. He didn't take Fenia. He took a little piece of me, but he didn't take nothing more than that. So you're gonna see me smile. Yeah, I'm hurting. I'm at home going through my mind trying to figure out what life is, looking for jobs and stuff like that. But I still want to smile because God woke me up. He woke my baby up. You know, so I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Those people blessed my baby. So thank you all.
Andrew Holmes remains a trustee in the Village of Dalton. He has not responded to our numerous requests for comment. Fenia Dukes and Officer Byron Miles' civil lawsuit against the Village of Dalton, Thornton Township, Tiffany Henyard, and Andrew Holmes remains pending as of January 2025. Andrew Holmes has never publicly addressed these allegations, even in response to the civil lawsuit. The attorney for Fenia Dukes and Officer Miles is seeking a default judgment against him, and they are also seeking a jury trial. The attorney did not respond to our request for an interview with him or Officer Miles. An attorney representing Tiffany Henyard sent us a statement that reads, Mrs. Henyard strongly denies all the allegations mentioned by Ms. Dukes. She did not put Ms. Dukes on unpaid medical leave or fire her because of any report of misconduct. Additionally, no conversation like the one described took place. Mrs. Henyard remains committed to maintaining a professional and respectful workplace, and she has always acted in accordance with applicable laws and regulations. Any allegations to the contrary are categorically false and will be addressed accordingly.
Anyone who believes that nonsensical doggerel, anyone who believes that, yeah, type that you believe it in the chat section. I tend not to believe it. And again, when have you heard the super mayor say, yes, I did this, or yes, I did? She's done nothing wrong ever in her life. Get out of here. Traveling mom has a good point. Only travel with friends and family. Travel mom. That's kind of, yeah. She felt comfortable. When you feel comfortable around people, things happen. Exactly, travel mom. Traveling mom says, sad she loves Tiffany and Tiffany only cares for herself. Yes, narcissists don't love anyone but themselves. Cammie, something is deeply mentally disturbing for her to hear this girl's story about what happened to her still going on around town, like this phenomenal woman. And yeah, Cammie. Oh my God. Chubbs, if Andrew was not guilty, he'd be on TV, radio, and social media saying, I'm not guilty. Yeah, Chubbs, he has never said anything. Rita, I now see why Tiff had bodyguards. She knows she has done folks wrong. Rita, yeah, when you know you've done treated people like garbage, yeah, you better have some bodyguards. Facts. Peter, where's her brothers or uncles? I'd be getting some street justice. Okay, Peter, good point. Thomas, attorney representing. I don't believe an attorney wrote that. The attorney would have put his name to it. Tiffany wrote it, in my opinion. Thomas, now have you heard, Thomas, have you heard her talk? There is no way that she wrote this. It's all grammatically correct. She may have had AI to write it, Thomas, but listen to the verbiage. Mrs. Hinyard, and she's not married. I don't know why it has MRS period. Mrs. Hinyard strongly denies all the allegations mentioned by Miss Dukes. She did not put Miss Dukes on unpaid medical leave or fire her because of any report of misconduct. There are no fragments, no run-ons, no grammatical errors. I can say 100% Tiffany Hinyard did not write this statement. Who in the comment section disagrees with me? Oh, traveling mom. Music therapy said facts. Peter, AI. Yeah, now AI. Okay, Peter. AI, exactly. Thomas. Oh, okay, I agree. AI or her English teacher. Thomas. Yes, Thomas gets it. Thomas. She does not use the King's English. She uses ghetto terminology. So I know without a doubt she did not write this. Woo! All right, I think we're done here. Let me see what else is here. Okay. So tell me, folks, what are your thoughts about that? So again, this woman, this Black woman, Tiffany Hinyard, she wants all the other Black people to support her, even though she's wrong as two left shoes. And look at how she treats other Black people, especially Black women. What are your thoughts on that? Montage, did the super mayor force her? Montrez, no. So allegedly, Mr. Holmes. Chat GPT, yes. Cammy, yes. AI. We know she didn't write that. We've all heard her speaking before. And again, now had I seen some fragments or run-ons and some some wrong punctuation, then I'd say, yo, yeah, maybe. But no, she didn't write that. Peter, I'm baffled that no male family members have gotten involved. Yes, Peter. Brenda, her live chats don't have good internet. Okay. Chubbs. Okay, that one's go. And those of you that don't know, Andrew Holmes has a checkered past as well. I did a video on that. And let me see. I may pull that up for you. So he's no choir boy. Yeah, he's had some trouble too. He was fired. Let me see. What did he do? He was a crisis responder with a Chicago organization. So he's no choir boy. He was fired by Chicago survivors in April after SA allegations were brought against him. Wait a minute. He did something else. So this is still about Fenia Dukes. I did a video on him. He's no choir boy. He's been involved in some activities. Wait a minute. I'll find it for you. Lanita, where are we here? I'm okay. Let me see. I'm baffled that no male family members. Okay, she has to get free internet. Chubbs, I'm surprised Tiffany hasn't come out and said it's happened to her. Yeah, Tiffany's married to Kamo when he's not switched up. Citizen, oh, switch hitter. Music therapy. Lynn, it was her responsibility to see to it that her female employee was safe in her own room and not subjected to any SA. Okay, yeah, music therapy facts. Lanita, one thing I noticed, Tiffany's followers are willing to take chances with shady people. Yes, Lanita, yes. Peter, yeah, this isn't his first time. He knows the ins and the outs. They all have a checkered past. Brenda knows. Traveling Mom, was Holmes part of boarding up those homeless people in that building? He had been involved in some other activities because I talked about it in another video. Thomas, Andrew Holmes will not survive in prison for what I heard. He's had several people put in jail, so he is worried. Yes. Yes, Brendan, he was fired in Chicago, so he was involved in some other nefarious activities. What did he do? Let me see. Yeah, I did a video on that. So again, all of these people that she has surrounded herself with, they're shady. Oh my goodness. Let me see. I will see. And this was prior to this incident happening. So again, if you look at all the people she's surrounding herself by, they're like, ooh. All right. So I'll have to look that up. Traveling Mom, that was next door in Harvey, not Dalton. What happened in Harvey? He's engaged. Okay, Andrew, he used to be a boxer. Okay. Traveling Mom, boarding up homeless people. What did he? I did it. I covered it. There's just been so much information on these people. I cannot keep up. There aren't enough hours in the day. Let me see. Give me his crimes. Let me see. What did he do? Okay. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. Oh, Andrew had his own brother arrested for stealing packages off porches. Yeah. Okay, let me see. Yeah, where are we here? Peter, why do I smell ties to Snitch Sharpton? Yeah. Yeah, I have to look that up. How you doing, FSU grad? She shut down the township because of no insurance. Yeah. Shadier than a forest. You're absolutely right. So that's pretty much what I wanted to share with you. Because I've been telling you I was going to share that video with you, and let me see. I was trying to see if I can find out anything else. on this guy. And I had it pulled up before when I did the video. All right, Damon, how are you? And I'll be live tomorrow at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. How you doing, FSU? There we go. I'm surprised how people in high office can keep getting away with crimes they do they pay their way out of trouble, claim it's racist, or they use their gender. Yeah. All right. Yeah, he's no choir boy. All right. He has his own demons. So we just have to wait and see how this will play out. They boarded homeless folk in an abandoned Harvey apartment complex. Yes, how you doing, Rican Gal? Has anyone been able to translate the words that Andrew Holmes was speaking to the policeman on the phone? I didn't understand a word he said. He was mumbling so much. Rican girl, we just played the video. And it was a little bit garbled. Now if you put your headphones on, that people said that would help. So what did he do? He boarded homeless people in an abandoned building. Let me see what you're trying to tell me here. Oh yeah, he slept outside. Remember when he was an activist, he slept outside because he was trying to help homeless people that were sleeping on the street. Jeffrey, yes it is. Vipa. Yes, they are, Vipa. That's why we can't vote for people because of their race or their gender. We have to find out what their policies are, and go from there. Exactly. What are the policies? All right. Well, that's about it. I wanted to share that with you. And I will be live again tomorrow at 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I have thoroughly enjoyed you. Have AI. Okay, that's a good point. AI, yeah. Hey, we're using it in the school. Cecilia, I saw the statement you made. They should pay teachers $300,000. I think that's what you said. And I'm like, oh yeah, I like the way Cecilia thinks. Money well spent, Cecilia. All right. So anyway, Roland, thanks for telling me. I'll be here 4:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Tomorrow, YouTube, no notifications. Cecilia, make sure you have it on all notifications. Rican girl. Yes, thank you again. Rican gal, do me a favor, hit the like button, and also go ahead and subscribe. What do you think about the content? We're glad to have you, and we go live as much as we can. Mayor, I'm going to look up about the IRS agents going to the border. Mayor, Trump said, yeah, you remember that low down dog Biden hired over 80,000 IRS agents to come after us to get more of our tax money to fund his migrants. So Trump said, no, they can go help out at the border. So I'd rather them be at the border than take more money from us. So I like that idea better. Thank you so much, Rican gal. Oh, Mayor, yeah, I knew it was going to be sad, but I told you I was going to share it with you. Yes, good night, Thomas. Thank you for dropping in so much. Yeah, we're out of here. And don't forget, folks, don't stop thinking about tomorrow. Don't stop. It'll soon be here. It'll be here better than before. Yesterday's gone. Yesterday's gone. Woo. Okay, it's out there. Okay. Yeah, I enjoyed all of you. You know what I'm going to do now? I'm going to in the stream and talk to you in the comment section as long as you're there. Butterfly Girl, so you don't think the senior citizens, Butterfly Girl, I'm hoping and praying that enough of them wake up. She is using those people. And I feel so bad. She's doing nothing for them. And she's using them. And I don't like for people to use people like that. I just don't. Isaiah, I'll see you tomorrow. I love you too, dear. Cecilia, subscribe. You won't regret it. Great chat. Thank you, Cecilia. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. So I'm going to go and talk to you now in the comment section. And everyone enjoy their Saturday night. I hope you're feeling all right. Okay. Music therapy. Oh, okay. All right. I'll see you. Okay. I'm coming to the comment section to talk to you right now.